St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris announced new regulations to take effect as of 25th April as part of the continuing fight against COVID-19. In a televised address to the nation, Prime Minister Harris said the new regulations will be similar to what has been recently occurring. However, with the recently passed 6-month extension of the COVID-19 state of emergency, it was necessary to bring into force new regulations as well. The new regulations, SR&O number 15 of 2020, comes into effect on the 25th of April and will expire on the 9th of May 2020. The Prime Minister informed also that the new regulations will begin with 2 days of total lockdown, but will allow for 4 days of business operations.
These regulations will be similar to what we have been experiencing this week and will be in force for the next 2 weeks, this time until Saturday, the 9th May. They will begin this weekend with a 24-hour curfew, that is a total lockdown, on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th until Monday the 27th of April at 6 a.m. Next week, we will follow the same pattern as we did this week. On Monday and Tuesday, there will be limited operations, while on Wednesday, there will be a 24-hour curfew, a total lockdown. On Thursday and Friday, businesses will again have limited operations before there is a 24-hour curfew, a total lockdown for the long holiday weekend from Saturday, the 2nd of May, to Tuesday morning, the 5th of May. From Tuesday, the 5th May, to Friday, the 8th of May, businesses will have 4 consecutive days of limited operations, while there will be the nightly curfew before we enter the weekend of curfew.
Prime Minister Harris cautioned the nation to take the necessary precautions and not to become complacent. Glenn Bart, SKN Newsline. The medical chief of staff at the JNF General Hospital responded again to persons who have been demanding testing for COVID-19 in the entire population of St. Kitts and Nevis. Dr. Cameron Wilkinson described the call as impractical. Instead, he called on citizens and residents not to be complacent and to follow the recommended guidelines to reduce the risk of transmitting or getting the highly infectious coronavirus. However, he maintained that the current strategy of health authorities in St. Kitts and Nevis is the most practical means of addressing the COVID-19 pandemic locally, adding that the strategy is based on guidelines issued by the World Health Organization.
There have been some who've been saying that we need to test. And I said, in the ideal situation, I addressed this before, one can say, yes, test the entire population, but that is not practical. And what we do, we follow the World Health Organization and other reputable institutions. And I just want to remind you what the World Health Organization says. The World Health Organization advises that we find every case, we isolate every case, we test every case, we care for every case, and we trace and quarantine every contact. And we educate, engage, and empower our people. But to be clear, the World Health Organization advice is to find and test every suspected case, but not to test every single person in the population. And so we are following the World Health Organization and making sure that we test every suspected case and also the contacts.
Dr. Wilkinson said the circumstances require that everyone is prepared to sacrifice normal liberties and to do their part to prevent the community transmission of the virus. Glenn Bart, SKN Newsline.
The cabinet of the Nevis Island administration took a decision on Tuesday to take a 10% pay cut for 3 months in the first instance in solidarity with the people of Nevis, especially those who would have lost their jobs as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Premier Mark Brantley disclosed in an interview with Freedom Radio that since last month he has foregone his NIA salary, which is being put towards relief for the people of Nevis indefinitely until the health crisis recedes.
The Nevis Island administration, through its cabinet, recognizes, of course, that this is an unprecedented time for the people of Nevis, that we have never faced any calamity as difficult as this one that has been caused by COVID-19. And we recognize the anguish and the hardship that our people have had to deal with. And as a consequence, when the Cabinet met on Tuesday, the Cabinet decided that ministers will take a 10% salary cut for the next 3 months, after which we will evaluate again. In my case, I had, since last month, given instructions that my salary in full would be foregone. I had not made that public because, of course, that was a personal decision that I had taken at that time. But, of course, now that the Cabinet has taken a decision, I thought that it was an appropriate time to indicate to the public what our position was. The Cabinet's position then would commence in May. So for May, June, and July, Cabinet members will take a 10% pay cut. And my situation, that will continue indefinitely until we have got past this COVID-19 and we have the all clear from our medical authority.
The Premier also disclosed that members of his cabinet will also personally contribute to a fund of $13,500 every month for 3 months to provide groceries for the most vulnerable families on the island.
In addition, however, the members have also determined that we will make personal funds available to the tune of $13,500 per month for groceries for the most vulnerable among us, to ensure that no family in Nevis goes hungry at this difficult time. And so we are not only giving up emoluments and benefits, but we are also making personal resources available to buy food and groceries to ensure that our people have what we need to get through this particular period. And that $13,500 will be for a 3-month period, each month for 3 months.
The NIA has been heavily criticized by the opposition Nevis Reformation Party for doing little to assist Nevisians and the poor on the island. NRP Vice Chair Dr. Kelvin Daly has been very critical of Premier Brantley for accepting 2 salaries every month, one as Premier and another as Minister in the federal government, and he should give up at least one of these salaries towards assisting Nevisians during this difficult time. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. Stay tuned to all things COVID-19 with SKN Newsline. Download our Android mobile app, search SKN Newsline in the Google Play Store, and tap COVID-19 stories, and watch every story we have ever done on the COVID-19 pandemic. You can also visit our website, www.sknewsline.com. Tap on the COVID-19 link and watch all our COVID-19 stories in our YouTube playlist. SKN Newsline, keeping you abreast of all things at St. Kitts and Nevis and COVID-19.
Scan this. Boy, what that stand for?
We are St. Kitts and Nevis Waste Disposals.
Oh, so it's alright, just rent the big bin for when people cleaning the yard and construction project and so?
Yes, we do that.
Okay, so what about septic tank and grease trap cleanings?
Yes, we do that.
Them portable toilet rental?
Yes, we do that.
So what about if I want to rent a sexy bar trailer for like VIP events or my outdoors wedding?
Yes, we do that.
Residential garbage pickup?
Yes, we do that.
Okay. So if my office have a bunch of documents we need shredded?
Yes, we do that.
Boy, I talking to you and you know, but when you answer me, I hearing like 10 people.
That's just the strength of our team working for you. Watch now. Call us at 662-3329 and we'll come and do that for you.
Like us on Facebook.
Quality Diagnostic Laboratory, your newest partner in your healthcare. We offer the latest in on-island clinical laboratory testing, a comprehensive range of blood tests, urine tests, stool and other testing such as cholesterol and sugar testing, as well as hormone, kidney and liver functions, and many more. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory is located at the corner of Keon Street and Fines Avenue, opposite the Greenlands pasture. Our opening hours from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday are designed with you in mind. We are also open on Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. for your further convenience. Call or contact us at 465-6657 or email us at info@qualitydiagnosticlab.com. Quality Diagnostic Laboratory. Excellence in performance.
The The number of COVID-19 cases is likely to rise significantly, warns Dr. Hazel Laws, the Chief Medical Officer of the Government of St. Kitts and Nevis. As of 21st April, St. Kitts and Nevis confirmed 15 cases of COVID-19, all said to be related or associated in some manner to travel to countries of high infections such as the United Kingdom and the United States of America. Having said that, and with efforts to restart the economy, the number of infections will rise, CMO Dr. Laws warned. She stated that the projections are based on analytics from the World Health Organization applied to local contexts. The CMO also indicated that the decision to gradually reopen the country is based on the level of control and preparedness of the health authorities and health institutions in the Federation.
Okay, St. Kitts and Nevis has never been exposed to this virus before, and so it's a new virus coming into our country, and 20 to 70% of the population will be impacted. Any territory that is will be impacted, and so that's the projection. The Federation is small, and so we are thinking about 50 to 70% of the population will eventually be impacted by this virus. And what the science is telling us is that 40% of those impacted will have or experience a mild form of this illness. Some may even be symptom-free. Another 40% will experience a moderate form of this disease and may be diagnosed with pneumonia, etc. And 15% of those impacted will experience a severe form of this infection, and they may be admitted to the hospital, and as many as 5% may experience severe illness and may be admitted to the intensive care unit. So these are the projections, and so it's based on the science that I say that our numbers are expected to rise. The virus has never been here before. We do not have immunity, and it goes without saying the numbers will rise. We are transparent, and we need you to not get too comfortable. We need everybody to acknowledge their own responsibility in fighting this COVID outbreak.
Meanwhile, police seem pleased with the behavior of persons in relation to social distancing and physical distancing, as well as the wearing of masks in public spaces during the first 2 days of the new partial curfew and lockdown, as attempts are being made to gradually reopen the country. Glenn Batt, SKN Newsline.
The St. Kitts Electricity Company, SKELEC, has begun installing new LED energy-efficient streetlights this week under the Street and Floodlight Retrofit project. On Thursday morning, the SKELEC team began replacing lights in the Newtown area in the presence of Minister with responsibility for SKELEC, Ian Liburd. The first phase of the installation includes a changeover of 5,256 high-pressure sodium, mercury vapor, and metal halide lamps to LED lamps. Minister Liburd explained that this project will last a year and is funded by a loan of just over 15.6 million EC dollars from the Caribbean Development Bank to the government of St. Kitts and Nevis.
And this project is being funded through a loan from CDB for approximately 15.6 million EC dollars. We would change out over 10,000 bulbs or 10,000 lamps, I'm advised, between St. Kitts and Nevis. Over 5,000 St. Kitts and just over 5,000 and Nevis as well. The project would last, in terms of the change out, approximately 1 year, I'm advised. And I'm happy to be associated with it as the minister, because I get so many calls from residents in the areas all around the country who are clamoring for street lighting in their neck of the woods, in their neighborhoods. So I'm happy that we eventually have started the project, and I know that it would enhance the safety and security of our different neighborhoods here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Clement Jomo Williams, general manager of SKELEC, disclosed that the company began replacing streetlights 2 years prior to the Caribbean Development Bank funded project.
As the minister has stated, SKELEC has taken a proactive approach to this project. Even before we started rolling out the CDB project. We have been changing out LEDs for over 2 years now. So when the project started, we had some almost 6,000 lights allocated, and since we have changed approximately 1,000 of these, which would mean that 1,000 would end up being our stock for replacement.
Meanwhile, as it relates to the bulbs that are being replaced, Skellex project engineer for the streetlight retrofit program, Randall Phillip, demonstrated what is done to the old mercury vapor lamps after these are being replaced.
You see, we take on the old light, we separate the bulb from the fitting. The bulb is then packed, placed in drums, and they'll be in a container awaiting to be shipped overseas to a facility that's going to crush the bulb, take out the tube, and dispose of the tube properly, and collect the gases and dispose of the gases in an environmentally safe manner. So that's basically the process of what we're going through now.
The project begins with a changeover of lamps on the F.T. Williams Highway, starting at the Camps roundabout, continuing east on the Island Main Road towards Connery, then Keys onwards. 26 environmentally sensitive amber LED lights will be installed on the Island Main Road in Keys and throughout the Keys community to protect turtles that nest on the Keys beach. According to Minister Liebert, the government stands to save about $1.12 million in savings per year. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. One person is in custody assisting the police with their investigation into a fatal shooting incident that occurred sometime after 9 p.m. in Parsons Village on Wednesday. Preliminary investigations have so far revealed that 22-year-old Clement Mills, who resided at Parsons Village, was at home at the time of the incident. The assailant went to the house, started firing gunshots, and fled the scene. Mills was transported via ambulance to the JNF hospital, but succumbed to his injuries. The police are making an appeal to anyone who might have any information in relation to this incident to call the Violent Crimes Unit at 467-1887, 662-3468, or their nearest police station. Persons can also share information with the crime hotline at 707. Investigations into the matter are ongoing. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.
You care about what goes on your skin. You care about the ingredients, organic and natural products. We have Rituals Brand, Victoria's Secret, and much more. Discover the collection of prestige natural beauty. There are too many chemicals. Time to change. Go to Lucky's Duty Free at King's Pavilion Hotel on Bay Road, Bastille. Treat yourself as a princess. Also, Bath and Body Works coming soon. Check us out on Facebook. Open hours are from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Give us a call, 466-7059. Lucky's Duty Free.
Looking for a clean haircut to make you look your best? Then come to Creative Barber Salon on Church Street, Bastille. At Creative Barber Salon, you can choose from a wide variety of services: straight haircut, cut and shave, square and shave, children haircut, ladies cut, square, and much more. Customer service guaranteed. Opening hours Monday to Thursday 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Friday to Saturday 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call 765-0460. Visit Creative Barber Salon today on Church Street, Bastille, specializing in all styles of haircuts.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas printing, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multi-Graphics.
You're my diamond in disguise.
A panel of experts from the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, have indicated there is no evidence of COVID-19 community transmission in the Eastern Caribbean. According to Chief Medical Officer Dr. Hazel Laws, she participated in a virtual meeting on COVID-19 hosted by the PAHO Barbados-based Office for the Eastern Caribbean. The mid-April meeting provided an update on the status of countries of the Eastern Caribbean that are all engaged in the fight against COVID-19.
I presented the Federation's situation report to the team of experts, to which they indicated that they are satisfied with the level of containment of the outbreak so far. They characterized the COVID-19 outbreak in the Eastern Caribbean and stated emphatically that there is no evidence of community transmission in the Eastern Caribbean countries at this time. The Dominican Republic is the nearest territory with community transmission.
Meanwhile, Abdia Samuel, the head of the COVID-19 Emergency Operations Center, announced that there will be a gradual and conditional easing of the restrictive measures being used to block the spread of COVID-19.
We are moving or transitioning into a phase whereby we are gradually relaxing some of the measures. Again, dear citizens and residents, I want to implore upon you that the ball is in your court. We are doing our part. You must do your part. If we see any signs or indicators of a spike in the cases, then we will have but no actions, we will have absolutely no choice but to again employ upon you stringent measures to stop the transmission of this virus.
No deaths have been recorded for St. Kitts and Nevis. Glenn Bart, SKN Newsline. Police Inspector Cromwell Henry said hair salons and barbershops will be among businesses allowed to provide services in the current round of partial curfews, with the nature of these businesses bringing persons much closer together than the recommended 6 feet of physical distancing. Authorities are allowing these businesses to operate as measures are being taken to slowly resume normal living. Nevertheless, some persons have expressed concern over the measures, even as Inspector Henry outlined what is to be expected from the establishments and their operation policies.
And so I was advised that those businesses will be permitted to continue, provided that the barber or the hairstylist and the client both wear masks. So mask is very important in this situation where the customer and the business operator cannot maintain that 6 feet distance. The other clients who are waiting, however, they must maintain the 6 feet distance. So you cannot have the barbershop crowded or the hair salon crowded with persons who are waiting. You have to minimize the number of persons who are in your salon or barbershop at any one particular time so that the social distancing protocols can be observed. But yes, barbers and hair salons can operate provided that masks are worn and that there's no crowding in your place of business.
With 14 cases of COVID-19 confirmed, authorities have taken the decision to slowly lift the severity of the lockdowns in the Federation. Glenn Bart, SKN Newsline.
The Solid Waste Management Corporation, SWMC, has taken steps to protect its staff in light of the current global health crisis known as the COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking on the corporation's radio show Talking Trash on Tuesday, Senior Manager in charge of Human Resources and Communications, Jamila Christopher, explained that as early as March, before any confirmed cases of COVID-19 or the novel coronavirus were identified in St. Kitts and Nevis, the corporation began taking steps to protect the staff both in the office and in the field.
Well, I should thank the managers of the corporation because we really did stay ahead of the curve. Even before the curfew was actually implemented, we had already made plans as to how we would practice our own ways, such as the social distancing. We went out our way to ensure the staff had readily supplies for proper hand sanitizing. We also provided masks, and this was all the way in March. So from March, we started ensuring that our staff had the necessary equipment they need. We actually placed running water on the trucks, which facilitated hand washing at all points. We even went further where we had placed our staff on alternative days, and this was to implement the social distancing that was necessary across the table. By the time the curfew was implemented, we were ready. We had already changed our pickup schedule to once a week. This was also in consideration to the customer. The information went out quickly and persons were made aware to prepare.
Workers are also taken to work and back home, while street sweepers work separately to encourage social distancing.
So from this week, our sweepers are out. Again, proper hand sanitizing material is provided. They will not be working in the gangs. They will be working individually. They'll be working individually, but we are ensuring that they remain safe. We are also ensuring that persons get to work. We actually put something in place to ensure that our staff come to work and are taken home safely. So we are ahead of the curve, and again, let me thank the managers who collectively came together and really had a COVID-19 preparedness plan since in March.
Ms. Christopher also noted that measures were put in place in the interest of the health of the workers, both at the landfill and at the corporation's headquarters.
Starting from Monday, our offices are now open, but in the back of our mind is the safety of our staff. Our staff is on alternative days. We have again ensured that the equipment is there for proper hand sanitizing. We have ensured our staff receive masks. In regards to the landfill, the same applies. Even for customers, we actually have a hand sanitizing location just specifically for customers. I, as persons may know, I am a nursing profession, and so where there's a need to take temperatures at the corporation, I can do that. Luckily, we also have nursing services at the landfill where if there is a need for the temperature to be taken for anyone, it is readily accessible. So we have been all hands on deck in regards to ensuring, firstly, that our staff remain safe and we still find a way to service the country.
Meanwhile, the SWMC also kept in touch with the public through a WhatsApp hotline, which helped workers during the garbage collection exercise. For all your printing needs at top-notch quality, go to Digital Print Plus, located on Princess Street, Bastille, St. Kitts. At Digital Print Plus, you get the best in business cards, letterheads, envelopes, wristbands, tent cards, rack cards, flyers, brochures, logo designs, posters, photos, architectural designs, 3D renderings, and so much more. Digital Print Plus gives you the best quality at competitive prices. Contact us at 767-7468 or email digitalprintskn@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook at digitalprintskn. Digital Print Plus for all your printing needs at the best quality. Autoplus Car Wash, located on the College Street Gut, Bastille, St. Kitts. Bring your car to Autoplus Car Wash to remove water stains, wiper marks. Get your doors, roof panel cleaned, seat floor mats, buffing, headlights, and engine wash. You get quality service at the best price at Autoplus Car Wash. They really care for your car. Call 765-5140 or visit them on the College Street Gut, Bastille, St. Kitts. Autoplus Car Wash, where the service is number one. KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises.